Hey guys, Block Squad 1000 here, and welcome back to some more of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. In the last episode, we went back to Death Mountain, and we met Yunobo, who is the descendant of Daruk, the Goron champion. And basically, we have to go and tell him now that because basically him and the chief of the Gorons were going to go and try to subdue Divine Beast Varudania, but unfortunately his back is aching quite a bit, so we have to go and tell him that that's cancelled for today. However, there's one thing we're going to do before that, actually two things, both of which are pretty damn important actually. The first is we're going to go inside the Hateno Ancient Tech Lab and speak with Pura here. Hey you! Something on your mind? Something good? Aha! I'm glad you asked. If you bring me some ancient materials, I'll power up your runes. You'll need 3 ancient screws to power up your Sheikah sensor. You'll need 3 ancient shafts to power up your remote bombs, and you'll need 3 ancient cores to power up stasis. If we're on the same page, stop staring at me. Hurry up and bring me some ancient materials. Okay, so I think we have 3 of each. Yes, we do. Okay, we can do this. Hey, did you bring me any ancient materials? Ancient materials! Now then, in exchange for those ancient materials, I'll power up a rune on your Sheikah slate. I'm game. So, which rune do you want to power up? Let's just do them in order. Sheikah sensor. Sheikah sensor power up time. Yahoo! For that, 3 ancient screws should do the trick. Okay, yes. 3 ancient screws and a cute snap. Here I go. Snap! Hey yo, hey ho, got it. Alright. Okay then, Sheikah sensor upgrade underway. Guidance stone lock removed. Now, let's do this thing. Alright, we're about to upgrade our runes. So now they'll have some extra abilities that'll be quite useful. Alright, so enhancing Sheikah sensor. This one in particular is kind of interesting. This is what I was trying to use the other episode, but unfortunately, I didn't have the ability to use it because I forgot to upgrade my Sheikah slate, so... Alright, so Sheikah Sensor Plus, searching for compendium items. If your sensor... Okay, so yeah, Sheikah Sensor and Hyrule Compendium linked. If your Sheikah Sensor has been augmented to search for things other than shrines, it will react when you are close to the thing you have set it to look for. So, you can go into your Hyrule Compendium, it's all the stuff you've taken pictures of, and then if you select a certain object you've taken a picture of, then it'll start tracking that item, rather than just shrines, which we could do before. So that's a very useful ability if you want to try to hunt down some objects. Sheikah sensor upgrade complete. That one's going to be quite useful in certain situations. I don't really use the Sheikah sensor that much because I prefer the sense of exploration, but if we need it in a pinch, then let's do that. Yahoo! My little guidance stone did the trick. Hee. And there's Simon over there. Ooh, the Sheikah sensor plus. I really want to see it. Yes, quite. So if you don't mind, how about showing Simon Simon that spiffy Sheikah Sensor Plus later? Alright, we can do that later, but I still wanted to upgrade the rest of my Sheikah Slate abilities. Hey! Let's power up remote bombs. Okay, 3 ancient shafts, we can spare those. 3 ancient shafts and an epic snap. Here I go. Hey, got it. Okay then, remote bomb upgrade underway. Guidance stone lock removed. Now let's do this thing. Alright. This ability is less cool than the other one, but it's definitely useful. Sheikah Slate authenticated, enhancing remote bomb rune. Now this is going to take forever because it has to play this animation every single time. At least it's cool to look at, just like 90% of the stuff in this game. More like 100% of the stuff in this game, because there's nothing in this game that doesn't look cool as hell. Alright. Remote bomb plus. So they can be detonated and they will recharge a lot faster. So that's definitely useful. Now we don't have to wait like 5 years for it to recharge. We can blow up stuff faster. Okay. We did that. Let's power up stasis now. And this one is probably the best you can upgrade, which is why it costs a lot more to upgrade it. It costs 3 ancient cores, which are very rare. Alright. 3 ancient cores and a bold snap. Here I go. Hey, who got it? Alright. Let's do this. Let's check out what this does. This is a very, very, very cool ability that'll make stasis a lot more useful for combat. Because before, you might have just used it to try to, like, launch stuff at enemies, but it's kind of hard to do that, so most people just prefer to use stuff like magnesis or just going straight up and attacking the enemies, but this makes it very, very useful for combat. Alright, stasis plus. So, stop the flow of time for an object, blah blah blah. So, stasis upgrade complete. And we'll explain what that does in just a moment. Effectively, this allows you to freeze enemies in place, not just objects. So if you're fighting enemies, what's this? Perhaps you already went and powered them all up? Well, I suppose with your Sheikah Slate and your legendary swordsmanship, we have nothing to fear. Yes, quite, nothing at all, not even Calamity Ganon. Alright, so that's that. So anyway, Stasis Plus allows you to freeze enemies in place for a very, very brief time. It's not, like, quite the same as regular Stasis, where it freezes it for, like, quite a long time. It actually freezes it for only, like, a second or two, but it allows you to get a bunch of hits in and just, I don't know, knock enemies back before they even get a chance to spot you. It's very, very useful, and I think also it recharges faster than regular stasis. So yeah, stasis is now going to be a lot more useful for us. Now let's talk with Simon over here. Hello. You've acquired the Sheikah Sensor Plus. That should really come in handy. With that, you can capture things that you've captured with your... Sorry, you can sense things that you've captured with your camera. I read a bit too fast there, and I skipped the next line. Explaining won't do it justice. Why not learn by trying? Let's give it a shot, so to speak. Let's see here. First, go take a picture of a sun shroom with the camera. There is one behind the lab. Okay. Let's do that. I just felt like doing this for no real reason, but it's a good way to... Oh crap, I already picked up that sun shroom on the way around, didn't I? I made a mistake. Okay, well, there's some other sun shrooms around here. Wow, I feel like that really sucks. I don't know what I was thinking. I picked up that sun shroom when I was running around the lab, but I wasn't even thinking straight. Okay. Let's try. There's one right here. Aha. Save a picture of that. And now we're gonna have to go back. Alright, just see you in a second. Alright. Now we can go and see what he wanted us to do. Through here. Alright, sup Simon. Hello. Were you able to take a picture of a sun shroom? Yes, and it was quite a lot more tedious than it needed to be. Let me confirm. It seems like you got a picture of a sun shroom. Excellent. Next, open your Hyrule Compendium and tune the sensor to your picture of the sun shroom. The Sheikah Sensor Plus will then be able to sense sun shrooms. The detailed instructions are written down in the book on the desk there. You should read them. This seems like a nice opportunity to ask if you'd mind bringing me 3 sun shrooms. You can find sun shrooms growing in Retsam Forest, I believe. The Sheikah Sensor Plus should make it a snap. Alright, so I don't really need to read the instructions because I already know how this works. Just press Y on the menu here, go to pick from compendium, and then track sun shrooms. Target with sensor. There we go. And now we can just, it'll start detecting them. We can hear the beeping, and as they get closer, then it'll start letting you know when you're near one. Man, I kind of... Everybody seems to hate the beeping in the Sheikah sensor. I don't know, for some reason it kind of makes me... No, it's because I played my first playthrough with the Sheikah sensor, which admittedly I kind of regret. But, I don't know, for some reason the sound effect just kind of brings me back to when I first played this game, and kind of just makes me a bit... I don't know, I just kind of like the sound effect because it reminds me of my first playthrough. Alright, there we go. We got more than we needed, but that's okay. Might as well. Okay, now we'll go and give them to him. And then there's one more thing we're going to do here in Ateno Village, and then we're going to warp somewhere else. Hello, I see you brought the sun shrooms. Alright, so let's hand them over. Thank you. Here you go. Hardy truffle, that's a lot of stuff. Okay, so was the Sheikah Sensor Plus to your liking? Oh yes, I just remembered there was something else I wanted to talk to you about. Stop by when you have time to talk. Alright, well we did that. Let's turn off the Sheikah Sensor right now. But now, we are going to head down here, because there is something I want to show off. I was debating whether or not I wanted to actually do this at this point in time because it is admittedly a little bit early for this. I was hoping to save it for a more important moment, but I don't know, why not? So as you know, we have about, I think, 9 hearts right now. No, it's 10 hearts actually. Well, there's something over here that'll help us speed up the process to get 13 hearts in order to lift up the Master Sword. Over here, near the shrine right here. In fact, I believe there's actually... Okay, I think it's down here. The statue. Hello. So there are some who still pay me homage. You can talk? You don't say. You can hear my voice? Yes. Now that is a surprise. What were you praying for? Long life, wealth, like so many of your kind. Whichever it was, you came to the right place. A dealer in life and power. That was me once. Alas, my life for money bargains didn't sit well with the goddess Hylia. She trapped me in the stone statue long, long ago. The villagers here call me the horned statue and don't even bother to wipe away the bird droppings. One would think years upon years of such treatment would have made me mend my ways. One would think wrongly. I have only been biding my time for the moment someone who can hear me appears, someone such as you. But I've said enough. Now then, shall we strike a bargain? Then stay that way. No further action on your part is required. He just stole one of our hearts. What the hell? Or she, I don't really know, to be honest. It's a statue. My touch is as subtle as ever. Now, note how I took that essence from you without leaving a mark. Okay, well, what was that for, asshole? What's wrong then? Have your prayers gone unanswered? Give it back. Did you think I'd deceived you? Perish the thought. I hope that ours will be a long and profitable relationship. So which shall it be? Which will it be? As I may have mentioned once or twice, I'm a dealer in life and power. I can provide a valuable service to you. I take heart containers or stamina vessels from you, and then, for a price, return whichever of the two you like. Uh, give me a heart. A wise choice. Now remain still. Okay. So now she's gonna give us the heart back. So you're probably wondering what was the point of that. You look skeptical. Not to worry. Money and life are all as one to me. If you're ready to begin, then first you must sell me either type of essence for 100 rupees. So I pay you 100 rupees for you to steal a piece of my life. That's a great deal there, friend. If you want to buy an essence back, the price rises to 120 rupees. Before you cry foul, know that you may choose which one I return to you, a heart container or a stamina vessel. I'm eager to help tamper with your essence any time you want to return and pray here. So, you come to tamper with your essence, yes? Yes, please. Alright, so let's sell an essence. Let's sell a stamina vessel. 100 rupees. The bargain is struck. Okay, so we got 100 rupees there. So now we are going to... Oh wait, no, I wanted to give away... Okay, so we have 10 hearts. I wanted to give 3 of my stamina vessels. And then we're going to trade them in for 3 hearts. That'll give us 13 hearts, and then we can go lift the Master Sword. And then, interestingly enough, we can trade them back, and we can get the stamina back. So, it's technically cheating, but I don't know. We need that Master Sword, baby. Alright, there we go. So now we are going to trade those in for hearts. I want one back. Alright, heart container. 120 rupees, so now we're selling them. Alright. Alright, yes please. Heart container. I don't know, it's a very neat little trick. I like how they put this in here, because I don't really think there's ever been anything like this in the Zelda game before, where you can just get rid of hearts and then turn them into another type of energy or whatever. Anyways, so there. What are you still doing here? Good question. We are now going to go in fast travel over towards the Lost Woods, or I guess Korok Forest, and we are going to, once and for all, pick up that Master Sword. Let's do it. Oh wait. Okay. Let's go. Okay. Well, Mr. Great Deku Tree, we fulfilled the promise. We got our hearts. We have enough strength now, and we can now finally reclaim what is rightfully ours. That piano, though.
Your master will come for you. Until then, you shall rest safely here. Although the slumber of restoration will most certainly deprive him of his memories, please trust me when I say that I know he will arrive before you yet again.
If I may be so bold, what is it that you are planning to do next, Princess?
The Master Sword. I heard it speak to me. It seems that my role is unfinished. There is still something I must do.
I sense there is great strength in your dedication.
Great Deku Tree, I ask of you, when he returns, can you please relay this message? Tell him
Now then, words intended for him would sound much better in the tones of your voice, don't you think?
Yes.
We have now proved ourselves worthy of our bloodline.
What you just saw happened where you stand 100 years ago. After you were separated from the sword, the princess thought to bring it here, where she knew that it would be safe under my watch. She continues to fight, trapped deep within the confines of Hyrule Castle. Her heart cascades with faith that you will return. She has a smile like the sun. I would do much to feel its warmth upon me once again.
Okay. Well. The Master Sword, the legendary sword that seals the darkness. Its blade gleams with a sacred luster that can oppose the calamity. Only a hero chosen by the sword itself may wield it. That blade has a name. It is the Master Sword. When used against Calamity Ganon or those tainted by his malice, it will become suffused with holy light. At such times, the true power of the sword will manifest. But be warned, do not rely too much on its power. If you wield it without need, its power will be exhausted and it will no longer be of use to you. Should this happen, you must wait for the sword to recover. It would be rash to rely on the sword alone to defeat Ganon. I suggest you free the Divine Beast before facing him. Alright, so, there we go, we have our sword. The Master Sword in this game is fairly unique. At full strength, it has a little blast to the past here. It has sword beams, just like we've had since the original Zelda. I believe that they're supposed to be more like Skyward Strikes from Skyward Sword, but I don't know. It is neat that they brought the whole sword beam thing back from older Zelda titles. But more importantly, as he said before, this sword can break. Well, it can't break, but it has to recharge if you use it too much. As you can see, it has 30 attack power, which seems very weak. But if you take it into an area infested with malice, aka any area that is corrupted by Ganon's magic, it will increase to 60 power, like its attack power, and its durability will increase like tenfold. So it becomes... It's not super useful in any situation except when you're using it in an area that is corrupted by Ganon. So that's a really good time to use it, aka a Divine Beast, or Hyrule Castle, or near a Guardian, just anything like that. So yeah, it's good to use it during those types of situations. Now then, with all else complete, I don't really know. I kind of want to end the episode off here because I think we don't really have a lot of time left. Let me check the time. We have like 10 minutes left before this is all over. So, you know what? I think perhaps we will just head off towards, let's head off towards, Yonobo and see how he's doing. You know what? Let's do this. Let's enter the Divine Beast right now. Oh, and we should definitely, put on our heat-resistant gear because we're about to burn to death if we don't do that right now. Chosen One. What's this? Oh! The hero called Link. The time has come. You are now ready to test the limits of your courage. At the place where you reunited with the Master Sword, the sacred Korok Forest. Go there and heed the great Deku Tree's words. Do so, and a glorious trial will be bestowed upon you. Well, we are definitely not ready for that. That is the first DLC pack, the Master Trials, which they added a couple months after the game came out. We do not really need to do that right now, because if we do, we are going to get utterly annihilated. It is best to wait for that until you are basically at the peak of your strength, once you've gotten enough hearts. It is basically a giant sword trial, where you can, you basically can strengthen the Master Sword, I believe. Well, I kind of just spoiled it for you, I'm sorry. But, anyways. Yeah? Someone help me, please! Alright, Yonobo, let's help you out. Let's use our newfound Master Sword. Okay. Hey there. Eat the legendary blade, which right now is no stronger than most weapons in this game, but... Alright. Pick all that stuff up, and... Alright, there's another one. There we go. Your steel Isle bow broke. That sucks. So, also another thing you should note is if you use the sword beams, it actually doesn't use any durability up on your Master Sword, so keep that in mind. It's a good way to take out enemies, like just regular old enemies. Wow! You're crazy strong, Goro! You saved me again. Okay. Thanks for saving me, brother. I would have been in real trouble if you hadn't shown up when you did, Goro. Still no sign of boss, eh? He's not coming. Huh? Not coming? But why, Goro? His back hurts. After we went through all that trouble to get them, the painkillers didn't even end up working, Goro. Well, if boss can't help, there's nothing else we can do. Suppose I'll just head back now. Wait a minute. Huh? You're not going back? But why, Goro? I want to board Rudania. What? They're gonna try to board the Divine Beast? Who do you think you are, Lord Daruk? It's dangerous in there, Goro. Oh, I guess if you weakened it first, it might be possible. But why risk it? Well, I don't really get it, but I'm sure you have your reasons, Goro. The problem is, good old boss raised the Bridge of Elden to make sure that a mean Divine Beast couldn't get over here. And in order to get to where Redania is, we'll have to find a way to get the Bridge of Elden back down, Goro. Boss would normally use the cannon to lower it. We can't get across unless we figure something out. If Boss can't come down here, then he can't use the cannon to lower the bridge. That means we're out of luck, Goro. Oh, it occurs to me that you know how to use the cannons, don't you, Goro? Maybe we can cross after all. So let's just do what I do to help Boss sometimes. That means I'm gonna be the cannonball, and you'll launch me, Goro. Are you sure? I've got Daruk's protection, Goro. My ancestors' help can't possibly fail me. That means I can smash into anything, and it won't hurt one bit, Goro. My ancestor Daruk was a big deal, Goro. That's what Boss says, so it's just gotta be true. And I can use Daruk's protection just like Daruk could. That means there's no need to worry, Goro. So rest easy, got it? Well, go on then. Take aim at the Bridge of Elden and fire away, Goro. I just love how they always say Goro. Just, you know, be kind of gentle about it. Alright, so he's going to be our cannonball. We can take aim at the Bridge of Elden itself, the iconic bridge from Twilight Princess, although here it's very different. Would have been cooler if it looked exactly like the Bridge of Elden, though it's cool that they referenced it. Alright, here it comes down. Okay. And there he comes. He's all dizzy now. Okay, we did it. See that, Goro? If we put our heads together, anything is possible. That power I got from my ancestor, Daruk's protection, it really is something else, isn't it? Anyhow, I guess my time as a cannonball isn't over just yet, Goro. So let's gotta move on and cross that bridge, brother. Okay, well, as much as I want to continue onwards now, I think it might be best if we end things off for today because, I don't know, I just kind of don't want this episode to go on too long. As much as I want to get into the Divine Beast right now, I just feel like the episode will go a bit too long, and as you know, I kind of want to keep this episode around like 30 minutes, but yeah, you know what, let's end things off here. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Next time, we'll climb Death Mountain and drive away Divine Beast of Redania, and then hopefully enter it, so we can take it back from Ganon's control. See you guys later. Bye.